Good morning, everyone. This is Nate G. It is the first day of March. And yesterday we did two trade plans, one on NUE on the 30-minute chart, and one on UNP also on a 30-minute chart. Actually, I take that back. NUE was more on an hourly chart. As you can see this morning, NUE worked. You can see our lines here. We have our value area highs and lows, and we have our target number one and target number two. And you can see that also on UNP with our value area low and a stop. And we have a target number one. And if I move this up just a little bit, we have a target number two. The UNP trade plan is posted in on YouTube. In UE, we took in the room and literally bottom ticked this portion of the chart right here. But the lesson I want to talk about right now is the lesson in discipline, okay? And the discipline to this worked in I don't know, we did this kind of somewhat late in the day, so this took a half a day to work itself out, and we took it down here, perfect entry, and took the bulk of it off at target number one and left a trailer on and took the rest off at target number two, right? And to do that took discipline. And I've been using this phrase, the big D, right? A lot of people will think, okay, well, it's going. I want to, I've set my targets. This was my trade plan, but I think I want more. Well, look what happened. It hit target number one, it hit target number two, thereabouts, and it's pulling back. This is a healthy pullback. This pattern is not broken, but there are people that did not take their profits at target one and target two. They did not exercise discipline, and now they're back down here, right? I took profits here and here, and now I have a clean slate. And because this chart is not broken, I'm taking shots here and here to try and get another move back up. Will it work? I don't know, right? Nobody knows. But the only way to be able to consistently make money in this game is to follow your trade plan. And this was the trade plan. Okay? Now, in UP, so this one worked, right? This one worked. In UP did not work. NUP broke down below our yellow stop line. It's now starting to reclaim a little bit, but this trade did not work, and we were taking this on an hourly chart, right? And this hourly candle is a close below our stop level. And so our discipline was to cut this trade here and take our medicine, right? We don't know if one's going to work, one's not going to work. But if we were practicing discipline, we took this trade off. Okay? One worked, one didn't. But this is starting to recover, right? We see that it's recovering. And this could turn into a breakdown and reclaim. We talk about a breakdown and retest would be up to this level in a roll, and a breakdown and reclaim would be a move back into the pattern and a retest of that area and back up, right? Which is, this is very bullish. The previous is obviously bearish. So even though we cut this trade, right, we now are looking at it fresh because it's starting to recover this pattern, and now we can take another shot. And so the idea is, we're not sitting here hoping this is going to reclaim and get better, because this could have come down and then just rolled right over, and you'd be hoping that it was going to come back instead of following the plan and cutting it when you plan to, right? Or when your trade plan told you to. Okay? Now you're also looking at this with fresh eyes because it's not in your account, right? It's not down. You say, this is bullish because we've broken down and it looks like we are trying to reclaim this pattern and move back up. Now I can, I've taken a small loss here, from this portion of the trade. But now I can take a very tight risk reward on a new trade here, right? And I'm not still sweating over this trade because it's done and we've moved on. And even this is discipline, right? The big D. So that's everything when it in trading, right? Is discipline. We've got one trade that didn't work, right? And one trade that did. But this one is starting to pull back, and if people didn't take profits, that profit that they had earlier is dissipating, right? And this one has broken down, and if you didn't stop out, it's starting to look a little better. But in both cases, you should have followed your plan. Always follow your plan. And then if your plan is off consistently enough, then you need to look at not recording, like writing it down, right? When your plan doesn't work, keeping a journal, and then learning to adjust the plan and how you make a plan. Maybe there's a flaw in how you're looking at your levels. But and if there's like one piece of wisdom I can impart to new traders, it's teach yourself to follow the plan with discipline. And then as you get better, learn to create a better plan. Never take a trade without a plan, right? And then learn to make a better plan, not learn to hold on to things longer or let things recover or hope you get a bounce. Does the difference make sense to everyone? It's a subtle difference, but it's so important that I'll say it again, and I apologize if I'm just laboring over this point, and you'll hear me say this 1,000 times. Teach yourself to follow a plan, whether that plan is right or wrong, right? There's your targets, there's your stop. Follow a plan that you've created yourself every time, and keep a journal. And if you're finding that you're stopping out too often, learn to create a better plan. Don't teach yourself to not follow your plan, because following a plan is the entire game, right? It's the discipline. It's the D. And as you get better, you'll create better plans and revise how you create those plans so that more trades start working. Or your risk reward is better because you're taking better entries. But don't deviate from your plan, because once you start doing that, you get into hopium. You'll get trades that go to zero because I'm going to bounce it. No, I'm going to bounce it. No, I'm running out of theta. All those things. Where you need to work on is creating a better plan. Does anybody have any questions on that? I'm sorry I kind of belabored that, but I feel like it's just such an important thing in this game. If there's no questions, I'll stop the recording and get it posted up. All right, thanks everyone. I'll get this posted up right away.